Like Dury, like that monster has been messing up that town for centuries. Yeah. And people are like, man, have you been to New York?
Really?
Like, have you been to a city?
There's a haunted house there.
You can go anywhere else other than here. It's like, and this clown is
running. No, we got to stay.
This clown is running around the town like, there's only 40 of y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kill everyone.
Rumor has it Leatherface stays in that house. So I'm like, move.
Leave, dude.
Like the hills have eyes type thing. It's like, yo, we should probably not live anywhere near here. Like, people just disappear. That's it.
Thank God no monster got you in Plano.
I like it here. Yeah. It was an interesting time in my life.
Yeah.
I think you came from Plano, and then you're like, so what made you decide to move to Houston? Move back to Houston, really. Katy, Houston. Like, just for listeners who don't know how large Houston is. Houston is massive.
Yes.
It takes an hour and a half to get from one side of it to the other. Today they're working on 610 and 59, so it's going to take 4 hours to get from one side of it to the other. But Houston's massive. Katy part of Houston. Katy Mills Mall, kind of. You know,
had to say that it is. I mean, when Drake was like, "I put you in Katy,"
I was like,
I put a tweet where I was like, "Nigga, Katy's Houston, bro." Like, don't act like it's ducked off. And people in Katy be like, "It's Houston."
Yeah,
Calm down.
If you live on the north side, you're not going to Katy.
Well, that's true. But if you live on the south side, you are.
That was our mall.
Yeah,
that was a nice mall.
I live on the south side.
We're like, oh yeah, we can go to Katy. When Katy Mills opened,
I hate
it's like
that
the
mall
of America. It's the worst. Well, wait, I'm sorry. It's not the worst.
It's not the worst mall.
It's not the worst mall.
Greens Point is the worst.
It's the culmination of, if you hate malls, it's everything you hate about a mall just crammed into one. It's malls on steroids.
It's the mall of malls. Like, they just put them in every city. Plus, I call it the Mall Walkers Mall. That's literally
it is. The old people walking around.
But it's a whole track, and that's why they cater to them, because they're like, you gonna walk around, here's this Louis Vuitton purse on discount because you're 65 and you're retired and you got money.
But old people that walk Katy Mills are like cut, like they walk.
Yeah,
like that's a real,
because that's a real walk.
Like you walk,
and that's why they're selling them
miles.
Like what's that, Coach and all that stuff, because they're old. Right. They'll pay for it.
So you decided, I'm gonna come back to Houston. Mm-hmm. And then
I lived with my mom again for a little while.
Yeah.
And I started trying to do music. I worked at like a solar panel company, installing solar panels, and I was doing AC. I have my HVAC license. Like I was doing everything I could to try to
That's awesome.
Try to fund what I was trying to do. I just came back and started working, just to try to perform. I was going to open mics like 3 times a week to try to make people listen to me, because I was trying to perform and no one was trying to book me for stuff. I was like, all right, I'm going to do that. And then they still weren't trying to book me, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to throw my own stuff. So I started throwing my own events, and that was really cool.
What was the first event you threw?
I threw I don't know if it was a release or anything. I think it was just an event. I threw something at there's a store called Club Never. It used to be in Montrose. I think it's in like the Heights now. It was in like a house. And I threw like a little show. I did like 5 songs, and like 10 people came. It was
the love of the crowd.
But it was cool though. It was cool. And then like the next time I threw my own event was last year in January. It was my album release, that Dark Matter album release.
Yeah.
And I threw it at the new Club Never in the Heights, and like over like 100 people came. And it was crazy.
It works.
Yeah,
that works.
It was really cool.
It shows the growth.
Yeah, I just but between the time of that first show and then like the album release, I was going to open mics like every week, like a lot.
Good.
Just trying to
like
build
everywhere.
up the name out there. Because I see Lily.
Mm-hmm. A really good friend.
Yeah, because the two of you, I see y'all singing and performing together all the time. Mm-hmm. Y'all even at we were commenting when we were at Amy's thing. We're at Bounce and Turn. Mm-hmm. I mean, Bounce and Turn is an eclectic mix of music, but you'll occasionally get in the vein where, like, it gets like hardcore, underground kind of hip hop. Mm-hmm. So I'm always like, it's impressive when somebody's like, I got kind of a different vibe of music, but you're going to like it. Mm-hmm. So when you got up there, like when you and Lily got up there, like it kind of changed the course of how things were going. But I was like, Doug, this is nice. Like
it was a breath of fresh air. The first dude was like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. We was raging with him, and then you came up there and you started singing. I was like, is that a guitar?
I said, I don't know how this is gonna go.
I was like, what? Wait, everything just changed.
Yeah,
I like doing that.
It completely changed.
I used to do shows. There's this guy Pablo. He stopped doing bookings, but I think he's starting again. But he does like metal shows, and he used to book me on his shows.
That's what's
and
up.
it would just be a bunch of metal bands and then me, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's
I like
what's
doing
up.
stuff like that because like they're gonna like it.
Yeah, it's a different
are.
thing. Plus, I mean, you're like, you're into like a lot of different music.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
You
so
can
it's
hear it,
like,
too.
yeah, it's like, yeah, because when you go back and you listen to like, I mean, like, golly, like, man, you like a lot of like indie rock. What's that? Alternative. So you do like metal?
I like listen. I don't listen to it like by myself, but if there's a show, I'll go and watch.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm not like I don't know anybody's names or anything.
I didn't
like,
get metal from
I
you.
saw you do the chop suey thing.
Yeah, I did do that because I like
yeah.
that
I
song.
thought that was cool.
Yeah,
that was actually
Serge Tankarian, man. You gotta do that.
because you were just singing. You were singing "Torn Apart." I think that was "Torn Apart."
Yeah.
Let's play because we have
Of
"Torn
course.
Apart." Let's show that because that's the song.
That's the
that
song
she
that-
opened
yeah.
up with. I was like, yo, this is I said I'm gonna appreciate the boldness of opening up, being like, yo, this is what it is.
Yeah,
Like I'm
you
glad
came up there like, hey,
that y'all have been raging all night. Relax.
yeah, yeah.
It's time to hear some music.
It's-
So I like
it's
to do
switched up.
like
Yeah.
a big shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's
Switched up.
hear "Torn Apart." We got a little video for "Torn Apart," rather.
Oh yeah, that's actually the old Club Never right there.
Really?
Yeah, that's
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 Club
Club
Never.
Never.
It's a little house.
My
hair.
Yeah, it's long now. You could every time you look at your videos, you're like, oh, this was when that was. You could tell with the hair length.
At first it hurts to know I say your mind is personal. Personally find it time to show. Persistent grind is all I know. Price isn't much to pay to show that I want you in the first place. You're a measure with this spear gun. Be my cake call just to be safe. I don't save hoes, I just cuff women. Couldn't sing, wouldn't fuck.
So how is it saying? First of all, how are you winding up in these situations? Like you said, you're like, yo, I be on a booking with a bunch of heavy metal acts. How is that?
People like me for some reason. I don't know. No, for real. It's like people see me at stuff and they're like, "Hey, I know this isn't like the environment you're used to being in, but we're gonna put you on this." I'm like, all right, cool.
It's like, oh,
I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's a challenge. Like but people go to a show expecting to just hear a bunch of metal bands, and then I go up there and like sing and rap. They're like, okay, like,
Yeah.
it's a challenge because you have to win them. You have to win them over. They're not ready to hear you at all.
And I think that's one of the biggest things where it's like, since we go to a bunch of concerts, and then for press, I got to cover a bunch of concerts. It's always interesting seeing how newer artists, are going to grip the audience.
Yeah.
One of the things I myself personally hate is how come y'all are like when they get out there chastising like y'all
Yeah.
gonna come up to the front, and it's just like order, and it's always refreshing to see somebody that's like, I'm just up here doing my thing, and
Yeah.
like, and then people just kind of gravitate to it. Those people tend to just pop out. Like it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I like this. I mean, the whole point of music, I'm listening to you because I like the music,
Yeah. I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the vibe.
not because you yelled at me.
Like at Axelrad, like sometimes I like to like start off my set. I don't even say anything. Like at Axelrad, I literally just sang.
No.
There was no backtrack. I
Yeah.
just started singing a song.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like-
real.
I didn't say I was
He's-
about to start. I didn't introduce myself. I just started singing.
He sang a song while people were talking. I remember I was like, because I was looking at two dogs about to fight. It was really intense. Like they were about to fight, and then
Yeah,
he
I feel like
started
there's
singing.
always about to be dogs fighting. there.
Yeah, there's always
Always
dogs. That's why you go there.
fighting at Axelrod. Like not
Not
real fighting,
dog
but just
fight.
like there's a lot of dogs like really like
They claim
sticking
they
out.
set.
Exactly.
They claim they set, but
There's a
that's
lot
what's
of
cool
set
because
tripping.
if you go with somebody who has a dog and the dog claims they set, you could talk to the other girl the dog's at. But
There's a lot of set tripping at
you
Axelrod.
gotta learn that
A
one.
lot.
Yeah.
But the whole point is like he just got up there and started singing.
Started singing.
Hit a super high note, and then people are like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on? So I'm like, it was that was already impressive in and of itself. So, like, you were doing a lot of the songs off of Dark Matter. Dark Matter you put out last year.
I put it
right?
out January 2019. Yeah, January 18, 2019.
All right, so what is? I mean, describe dark matter. Describe to the audience, the people that don't know you, like I guess just your style of music and what you're doing.
So dark matter was just like a mixture of a bunch of things that I kind of thought were cool. Like, cause I don't know, cause I got to a point where people kept saying I was like a rapper, or they were saying I was a singer, and I was like, I'm not really either one of those. I kind of want to just mix a bunch of stuff, and like, so yeah, dark matter is really just a mixture of a bunch of genres. Cause people kept asking me what genre I am, and I'm like, I don't do that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because
there's a bunch of different stuff on there.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of. There's like there's like actual just rap songs, and then there's love songs, and then there's like a that's kind of like almost house song.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, in the middle of it, there's just a house song, and it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's not house.
Yeah,
but
it's not.
I was like,
reminiscent of it.
It's a reminiscent. This is definitely it, and it just pops up, and it all fits in together. Have you always had an eclectic style of music?
I feel like I have. I don't really know though. Like, I don't know. I never really want to make anything that sounded like anybody else, so I kind of just mix a bunch of stuff that I liked and like try to make it my own. So I guess so, but
that works. I mean, whatever works is what works. Let's see. What else we got here? Let's play some road.
This is where you rapping.
Oh yeah, I was rapping. Rapping.
No, that last one, like where you say the house music comes in the middle just out of nowhere. That's like that passion pit inside of you. Because
I love
passion. Yeah, that's passion pit has that electronic like house type stuff.
Wake up, it's time to hit the road.
Dope videos, and I love that shirt with the white girls. Like, there's so much, like, look at these videos you gotta watch a couple times. They're so deep too. How he's cool in the middle and everybody's going crazy. Like,
now they recognize me on the street, but I broke some times don't even eat. Gotta feed my baby. One day be like being Jay-Z. With commitment, I was hella lazy. Dropped the ball, D-field, fourth quarter, no time on the clock remaining. Mama really did it, let me now. Way too long, you had to hold me down. You just really wanted me to try. I ain't never really been that guy. Everything it really came too easy. Fake like Dende.
Richie, your Super Saiyan, the long hair, the hair's getting longer.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut it when it gets like.
You're gonna cut it when you get to Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah, because my dad's like bald, like not on purpose. So I assume that I'm gonna be bald, and I don't want to be that guy with like 2 dreads. So you know,
Look,
I'm gonna just cut them.
You're young. Let it keep going until life forces you.
I'm about to say, when did your dad get bald not on purpose?
I don't know.
I'm
been bald ever since I remember.
You need to ask him because you might have time.
Yeah, you got. I'm just saying, let it keep going until the Lord stops you.
But
we're brothers, and I'm holding on. I am praying.
I'm bald, not on purpose.
Yeah,
since 18, 19. You know what? I don't know when it happened. I was already shaving my head. It's a long story, and then I found out later on that I was bald when I tried to grow it. But I'm
the last. Like, it's, whew, I pray to God every night on my prayers. But anyway,
the Lord's gonna take your hair.
It's gonna go, but I pray to God He just gives me an extra day.
No, you know He's not listening to that.
He's listening.
He's busy with a lot of stuff. He's like
him and hymns.
It's like your hair. I don't really care. I don't care about this.
You know what I mean? Like, they're bringing him a list of stuff, and they're like, "Well, there's a monsoon in Tunisia, but he wants hair."
Just let it keep going. Let me be old with gray waves. Let me be great.
No, it's not happening. So, all right. So you came back here. When did you start making dark matter?
I mean, that took like all 2018. Cool. I started it like February 2018, and it was because like in January of 2018, I had a hard drive with like all my stuff on it because I was supposed to be making a backup, but I just really removed everything off my computer because my computer's old and it wasn't running very well. And I put everything on the hard drive, and the hard drive crashed, so I lost everything. And I was like, I can either stop or I can like just start over. So I just made an album instead of like just making a bunch of songs. I just had to make an actual cohesive project. And yeah, so it was like February 2018, and I finished probably like November.
Really?
Yeah,
No
November.
wonder it sounds so cohesive. You took your time.
Yeah, I took a long time. I took a long time on the next one too.
Yeah.
I'm about to say because you have a new one coming out February 21st,
Yes.
right? So I mean, let's just starting back at Dark Matter, and then even with this one, what's your process? We're talking about. I mean, we're in a time period where all media talks about how quickly they made something.
That's true.
Like they'd be like, "Yo, I made this album in 4 hours." Tyler Perry's like, "I made this movie in 4 days."
Yeah.
Like everybody says,
Some people can do stuff like that.
Some
but
people
that's
can.
not me.
So,
I feel you.
what's your I guess your thought process, and then your process when you go through and you start to create an album?
So for Dark Matter, I kind of like made all these songs. I didn't make them in any order. I kind of just every time I got inspired to make something, I like made a bunch of songs and there was like I think there was like 15 at first, and I went through and I listened to all those songs every single day, and literally when I say every single day, I listened to all of them like twice every day. At one point, I gave 15 songs to this rapper here named Gilla. I gave it to him, and I was like, hey, listen to this and tell me what you think. And he gave me like really detailed feedback on all 15 songs and what I should keep and what I should take out. And then I had